Today I am going to talk about Paper Pumpkin, because if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, there's a great deal right now. You can see I have it on here right now that you can get 50% off your first subscription month as long as you apply by August 10th. Use this code and use this to log in to my Paper Pumpkin. So I'm going to keep that up here because that is what I'm going to show you guys. This month's Paper Pumpkin was freaking awesome. Now, this is the instruction book that comes with it. And a lot of times they'll do cards. And no problem, Maria, I get it. A lot of times with Paper Pumpkin, we do cards, and I will show you some of the past Paper Pumpkins that we have had. And I'm gonna do that first while we're waiting for more people to get here. And I keep adjusting and moving stuff to get it to look like it's centered. Here is, this one was from May, and it was Manly cards, and it came with this awesome stamp set. Look at all the words on there. This was just so cool. And it made beautiful cards, just gorgeous cards. Look at that. These were all die cut and ready for you to pop on there. And I don't know if you can see, but, and then they had the matching envelopes for them. And then here's one of the other cards. And of course, this is the standard. This is the way Stampin' Up! Said to make them. But you know, I like to change things up. But today I'm just showing you how awesome and how much Paper Pumpkin has changed since it started years ago. This was last month's, and you guys saw a lot of the stuff I did with last month's. These are the stamps that came with that one, and the envelope. The envelope is pretty cool. I like how it's on both sides. So when you have cards, you always get envelopes. And then these are two of the cards that were suggested in the directions. And here's a couple just to show you, because I have these close by. This was something one of my alternatives for that month. And then I also did this awesome scrapbook, little mini scrapbook. And all the envelopes, this is made from the envelopes, and all the envelopes have little pullouts that I made from parts of the card. So just so you know, those are some of the things that you can do. We've done in the past with Paper Pumpkin. It's an awesome, awesome subscription program. Hi, Pat. I can't see everybody's comments because my phone, it's like right here where all the comments are, is where it's holding on. And so I don't have a fancy setup. So Paper Pumpkin totally changed from days gone by. So this time they actually did these little kits with the little 3x3 cards and the little basket. And the little basket would be so cute to put like a cupcake or these cards inside. But because I'm on Weight Watchers, this is the one that I'm going to be giving to my leader. Has an apple and some Weight Watchers snacks inside. So isn't that fun? But you can see it's big enough that you could put one of those really fancy cupcakes in, or, you know, some other yummy, yummy thing. So I'm going to show you how we put this together. Everything comes together that you need. Now, mine's all like torn apart, so just so you know. But you can see here's the punch out for the apples, and these are not sticky. The little leaves are sticky. And then these are the envelopes that come. I'm missing one. There it is. Raspberry, apple, strawberry, and blueberry. Sorry. And then you got all of the little cards that you could fold, and they're white on the inside, which is nice. And here's the strawberries, large and small, and the blueberries. It took me a minute to figure out what these are because I didn't see that this pops out and makes the blueberry. So today I'm just going to be showing you a couple of fun ideas with this and how to make the basket. But one of the things, I don't know if you noticed that in the basket, it has like, this is like a, it's like a tissue paper that you slide in there, and they come in green and blue and red. So pretty. Aren't they pretty? So we like to do alternatives. So before I make the basket, here are the cards that I made with their matching, the envelopes are lined. Okay, so here's my strawberry one. This is done with the, it's part of the stamp set. I don't know if you can see it, but it's little lines. Here's the whole stamp set. Some of them are off because I'm going to be using them. Let's see. Because I'm going to be using them, so they're on blocks already for you. Okay, so there's the strawberry. Here's the blueberry one. Okay, these are basically how Stampin' Up! Recommended them. This one's a little different than the recommended design. But then I like to do alternatives. So I did this to a regular Whisper White envelope, and I lined it with some of the tissue paper, and I did that using, oh, here it is. This is the Beautiful Layers Thinlit dies, which is in the catalog, and this is actually made to do envelope liners, which is cool. A lot of people have been asking for an envelope liner. You can get one with the Beautiful Layers Thinlit dies. So I wanted you guys to be aware of that. So then to make the card that goes with this fun one, this is what I did. I used the tissue paper for the background. This is actually inside of one of the envelopes. It's from one of these envelopes, the strawberry one. And then I hand cut, fussy cut this piece. And I put it up, I don't know if you can see that, it's up on dimensionals. Then I added a strawberry on dimensionals. This is actually half of the leaf. And I trimmed them down and cut them to make smaller ones. And then I used the one of my white watercolor pencils from Stampin' Up! To make light lines in there to kind of mimic the leaves on here. Let me put this a little closer for you. So I'm hoping that you guys like that alternative idea. And I try to do alternatives every month for you so that those of you like who don't need 3x3 cards can come up with other ideas to use the products in the catalog. Sometimes I do, I'm sorry, not in the catalog, in the kit. And sometimes I do scrapbook pages too. In case you're wondering what these are, when I first saw them, I thought they looked like jars, but they're actually tags for the little baskets. You can see you pop the hole out. So that's what those are for. Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple of things. First, I'm going to sit, so I'm not going to be able to see what you guys are writing, but it's easier for me to do this if I'm sitting down. Okay, so now you get 4 of these pieces that make the basket, and I recommend that you pre-fold them. And it's easy because it says right on there, basket base. So you don't have to think too hard, which for me is a very happy thing. And then you need 1 of the pieces that pop out of here. You get plenty of them, so you could actually do you could do them, like adhere them back to back so that your basket handle isn't white like mine is white on the inside. All right, then you're going to get a whole sheet of these, and these are the stickers, and they kind of are what is going to hold the basket together. They come pre-scored, and what I did was I kind of folded them in advance. Because they're sticky, you're not really going to be able to do that while you're working with them. So that's one of my little tips for you. Okay. Now what you're going to do is peel one of these off. Leave the little dot behind if you can. It doesn't want to pop out with live video stuff. I'm telling you every time. Okay, Now this is what is going to seem odd, is that you put these on, and this is in the Stampin' Up! Video too, but I want you to see that in real life, you can just eyeball this and not worry about it being perfectly perfect. And I missed my snips, hold on. Here they are. So then all you do is snip off the excess, okay? And you can do the other side, but I like to do them one at a time. So now what you're going to do is you're going to line this up. Oh, whoops, wait. I forgot. It comes with these little brads, and I'm never going to open these on live. What I like about them is they're very antique-y looking. And you know, these baskets very often, they are antique-y. I know that's not a real word, but it should be. So you just slide them in there. You'll see that? And then just open up your little feet in the back. Okay, and it'll wiggle in there. It's a pretty big hole for that brad, but once you put it on the basket, you won't have to worry about it. Now all you have to do is line up these two score lines with these two edges and with the top of the basket, if that's making sense. Then you just pull these sides together, and I'm hoping you guys can see I'm a little bit off there, so I'm going to slowly peel this off. If you go very slow after you've adhered something, if you haven't burnished it too tightly, you can repeal it. So let me try doing this again. There we go. So now that you've got that on the right way, you're just going to take this, and I don't know if you can see, but here's the end of where the original basket is, and here's the next end, and you're going to want to match those up and then just fold that over. So you see you get a nice fold there, and it creates that like a strawberry basket. And then you just do the other side. Okay, now once you've done that, all you have to do is grab another one of these sticky pieces. Trying to get that little dot off. And again, I'm gonna add it on here, like so. Trim it. Your next brad. Whoops. If you're going to cover these up like I did on this one, you really don't have to put, like, you can't even see that one. So that side doesn't even have a brad on it. So it's totally up to you. Open them again. And then here we go. See if I can line this one up right. Perfection is overrated. You know, I feel that way for certain. Okay, so oops, see, it's crooked. There we go. And then line these up. Now here's the thing that I didn't catch until after I had like put all my tissue in my basket. You can leave this like that. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. You can leave it with this fold, but that is what these are for, actually, to line up here and cover that up. And if you're a perfectionist and you know you screwed up, which if you're me, you did, you can trim back that one that's sticking up too high. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that better off camera. And then one on the other side. So that's how simple it is to make this adorable basket. Isn't it the cutest? I just love it. Now, when you put in a tissue, you need to think about where your corners are going to be. So I just sort of folded it up, shoved it in, and then you're going to want to play with it because you don't want it to have the light color. So I kind of folded around, decided what was going to be my front, and you just sort of make them, you just sort of make it fit. It depends on how much you want to show and have hanging over the edges, but there you go. Now I did not shove mine all the way down into the bottom. You can if you want to, but I did not. And then you can put in the adorable little cards and the matching envelopes. Those will slide in there if you open it up. So you could do a whole basket of gift cards for somebody. So that's the basket. Now let me show you real quickly with the cards. You're going to get some vellum, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's little vellum pieces that are on the front of the cards. So you're going to have those. You're going to get a whole bunch of white baker's twine. Then you're going to get, where's my foam? Here it is. You're going to get this piece here. And this is where almost every design that they have has this some kind of a little stripy design going on. And they're all cut down smaller than these. Now I will tell you that what you want to do is you want to start from one of the outside pieces when you're stamping. Because what's going to happen is you're going to, it's not either you only do one stripe of it, or if you want to do the whole thing, you have to be off a little bit to do it. So this is the way I suggest. Of course, it comes with an awesome soft suede stamping block, or stamping spot. And you're just going to ink that up really good. And because these two are so close together, I'm going to go like that. So now I have it started on one side, and I'm not too panicked. I wasn't straight. You know how I feel about perfection. Okay. Okay, so now I have one of these ready to pop out. Okay, then that's going to get trimmed down. I'll probably end up trimming it right here where I screwed up, so no one will know. That's the best part of all. If you're going to put a tag on it, these are what the tags are for, and there's a really cute to and from on here, so I'm just going to do that real quick. I did not use this for my tag, but I will show you guys for that. See how cute? Isn't that adorable? It's really a cute little tag. And then for the outside of the card, all of the cards have this cool stitching, and you saw that I did it on that envelope for my full-size card. That is easy peasy also. It is done with this stamp, which is kind of hard to see because I've been using it, so it's got like, you know, got the pink thing going on that happens. And oh, we're going to see if I can do this live. This should be fun. I stamped a little bit off. Oh, not so good. But that's okay. You know, that's probably how I would sew it if I wasn't using my machine. So what's the diff, right? All right. Plus, I'm not hanging my head over it, so I can't really see exactly what I'm doing. Oh, that's just terrible. So I'm not going to completely finish that one because I'm going to figure out a way to fix that. But you would do that going both directions. See, when you can hang your head over, you can actually do it and they look right. But, you know, when you're me, you can't do it online. So then you would take that and adhere. And if you look at the vellum, you can tell one side from the other. I don't know if you guys can tell it on camera. And one side, if you can see, has like a scallopy edge, and one side is straight. So if you don't like that, you can either trim these off or, you know, find a pair of those scissors we used to all have back in the day. Then that would go on the front, and then you would stamp your design and add your fun little embellishments. And the ribbon is tied around, wrapped around 3 times. My tip for the ribbon is to put a little bit of adhesive when you're putting on your vellum. You don't really want to adhere it. So I just put a little bit of snail behind it. And then I put a little bit of snail where I knew I was going to put the ribbon. That way when you're wrapping the ribbon around, it's going to kind of hold it for you. So I just kind of, and there's plenty of ribbon for you to do all of your cards. So see, this way when you're wrapping, you can just keep sticking it down. And it's going to be underneath whatever you do to add to your awesome card. And then you just bring it up here and tie your bow. Okay, and voila. So the reason I am talking about this awesome paper pumpkin is because of this awesome special. And I will tell you that right now, for demonstrators, we are going to get a special gift that I'm very excited about. It's a new product that is coming out in the winter or the holiday catalog, which you guys will get to see September 1st, but demonstrators get to order from on the 1st of August. So I'm very excited. Anyway, so I'm trying to get at least 3 new subscribers. And when I get those 3, each of them are going to receive an extra special gift. And when I get to 10 new subscribers, I am going to give away the same item that I get from Stampin' Up, which is, I forget what it's called, but it's like a picker upper thingy, and it has a piercer and it's like a multi-purpose tool. It's very cool. So don't forget to go to http://mypaperpumpkin.com/DEMOID equals 33608. That's demo ID, and my ID is 33608. So, and you will get 50% off when you subscribe by August 10th if you use this code Bloom0818. So it's an awesome gift. I don't know what Bloom is, but I'm betting that has to do with the next paper pumpkin. Will probably have something to do with Bloom. Can't guarantee that, but that would be my guess. So please share this video with your friends. Those of you who share will get a little card from me from this paper pumpkin until I run out of them. But please share and then comment that you have shared my video. And hopefully you and your friends will consider paper pumpkin. And remember, I do alternatives. If enough of you are interested, I know some of you would like to have a paper pumpkin class where you bring your kits to class and we do a variety of different things, not just what Stampin' Up! Tells us to do with it. So again, thank you so much for watching. Let me show you one more time my alternative card that I made from this kit. So you see I used the to and from that I did on that little tag. I just stamped them separately or inked them separately. And then there's my card. So, and it's lined. I love lined envelopes. Love them. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Again, Paper Pumpkin, it's an awesome monthly subscription. It's normally $19.95. Be half off. So, I think that's everything. Thanks, everybody. I really, really appreciate you watching my videos, and I hope that you will come back again to Thursdays with Carrie. Bye.